live. I mean, you can go, yeah,
No,
sure.
You can ask me.
All right, so Nadine, I've been wanting to ask you a question for a while now, and it's about your relationship.
Okay.
So you cool? You ready to go?
Yeah, sure.
So I want to know from you what the purpose of your intimacy is. Like, why even have a relationship at all?
Well, that's a very good question. To me, intimacy has a couple of purposes, actually. So one purpose for me is in intimacy, me and my partner, we can truly be who we are totally and expose all that is there, including light and shadow, because we create this sacred space for it, and we know that we can hold each other in that space. So it allows us to go really deep and to explore all that we are. So this means that on the one hand, I explore myself on all kinds of levels, but also exploring him, and to really get to know the real essence of him. You know, not the roles that we play in everyday lives, but to really connect, as we said, heart to heart, soul to soul, and to look and feel through all that, through all the outside illusions, and to get back into unity, into oneness, by playing with the polarities.
It sounds like a pretty bold guy that you got going.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, for me, what I hear from that, and it resonates with me because I know we have differences, but there's definitely an overlap in terms of part of the purpose of intimacy for me, which is being who you truly are. Right, like as you said, like, no masks, no false, like authenticity.
Yeah.
And the power of that, you know, like to be authentic in life is probably one of the greatest powers that you can cultivate. Anybody you know who's done anything substantial has been authentic to themselves and to the people around them, right? The people that you admire. So it's really, at the heart of it is growth.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I mean, I'm totally on board with that. That's definitely.
And as I said, like, this doesn't mean that there can't be kinky and rough sex. You know, I mean, there are a few people who are asking, like, so are you just having like this vanilla sex? And to my mind, one has nothing to do with the others. On the contrary, you know, true intimacy means exploring everything.
The full range, the full spectrum.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I believe that there is so much to discover. Over and over again in the past, I've heard people say, oh, you know what, Nadine, I'm actually afraid to find out who I truly am and to really connect with myself because I'm afraid that I might be boring. And truth be told, there was a time when I caught myself feeling like, oh, what if it might get boring with that person? And, you know, as I see everything as a reflection, as a mirror to myself, so if I believe that it might become boring with the other person, the essence is, I believed that I might be boring for myself at some point.
So bringing this back to emotion and transfiguration, why do we need to play that spectrum, Nadine? Your boredom here for me is important, right? It's a way to renew. Yes.
So basically, to my mind, I mean, we as beings, we do have all of this inside of us. We basically have the whole universe inside of us. So the universe expresses itself through us, and that in all these ways. And normally, we learn from society to only behave in this or that way. And in childhood, we learn to suppress certain, especially emotions. Many people can't handle aggression or anger. A lot of men can't handle sadness, etc. So we learn.
And these are really like core.
These are core
energies. It's like the fuel for the car of passion for me. Like
yes, totally.
Yeah, like and what I've experienced.
Putting it away
is the more you can play that range, the deeper you can go. It's like like the image of a tree. You know, the tree can only grow as high, and its branches can only reach as high as its roots go deep.
Yeah, I like to compare it with, you can only if you go into the whole shadow yourself, you know, and you embrace all of it, and all of the emotions are part of this: anger, sadness, rage, aggression, frustration. Only if you can own these parts can you also experience the other side of the light, the true bliss and joy and oneness. So if you're trying to push away these supposedly negative energies and emotions,
dark energies,
the dark energies, you will never experience
passion,
the passion, the love, true love. I'm not talking about superficial shit.
For sure. And this is something with people so interested in BDSM and kinky and this and that. This for me is their need, their underlying need for showing dominance or aggression or submission, or sadness,
integrating it, and showing.
And they're trying to find it out there through like gimp suits and this and that and the other.
Yeah.
But we know the way to do it, like right here and now, raw, and how to unlock and unleash that vault of energy, and that's through transfiguration, right? I mean,
it's not about putting it somewhere else, but to have it in your everyday life here now. So this is what we want to bring to you and give to you as beautiful gifts for everyday life, for your whole life. Because it's really, the more you can accept and allow yourself to express, and there with others to express everything that is coming through them, the more you can love yourself and others, and the deeper you can go in your experience of life, of love and intimacy.
Yeah, I think you said it all, Nadine. That's a good place to start. So on Thursday, we'll be holding a workshop on this specific process, and really it's a chance for people to learn how to integrate their emotions into their relationship, into their love. So how do you take, say, anger and begin to express it so that you can channel that into passion? How do you take sorrow so that you can express that? And then for the men out there, you're like, whoa, my woman's sad, I don't know how to handle it when she just starts fucking crying. Or the other way around, ladies, when you look at your man and he's crying, you're like, you're so fucking weak, I don't want to deal with it. How can you transform that into tenderness? You know, into that energy where sorrow just lets go of things, you know, anything that's heavy, just lets go of it so you can keep moving forward and going deeper. Thursday, that's what it's all going to be about, right?
Yes.
It's not going to be easy, guys. For those of you who are coming, we're really happy to have you with us. Excited. We want to prepare you. You know, it's not going to be a lollipop night where we just, you know, give you some night, tell you to tell nice things to one another. We're going to be visiting the dark emotions and the positive emotions, but finding ways to express this and training ourselves to hold space for one another and show who we really are in the moment. And if you do that, well, I think you'll be surprised at what you find on the other side. So looking forward to having you there on Thursday. Come along.
Yeah, and I would still like to underline that this is one of the key aspects to self-love and to any kind of love and relating.
And
authentic
success in relationships, success in business.
Everywhere.
Emotional mastery and being able to transfer it and change it, core, essential. So
if that speaks to you, you can check out on the link below all the necessary information. Write me an email or buy the ticket via Eventbrite. We're really looking forward to it. And
we've got a free exercise that we're going to give out soon, right? We'll prepare to keep an eye out for that. And you can find, I'm Christie Murphy, I'm a spiritual teacher. I teach purpose to men and I work with couples on sacred intimacy. You can find me at christiemurphy.net. And this is Nadine Bose.
You find me on www.riseandshine.berlin, and I also work with couples on sacred intimacy, but also on other issues, that any kind of conflicts, communication issues, whatever is blocking the love and sexuality from flowing. And I work with individuals on whatever is blocking them from being their authentic, true self and loving life.
So if you're interested in any of that, you can check out our respective websites. We're looking forward to seeing you again soon.
Bye-bye. I think that